Hi, I'm Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is January 30th, 2022. One more day of January, then we're into February. So today I am going to do a reading on Ginni Thomas, who's the wife of Clarence Thomas. This was a much requested reading. I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Machetti for the reading. We get an oracle card from the Sacred Destiny uh, pack, and then there's a musical interlude at the end as per usual. My information is below in the description box and also at the very end of the musical interlude. I am available for personal readings. I do past life readings, anything in the present, including past and present. I'm a medium and I love to introduce you to your guardian angels. So, my guides gave me these cards psychically, and the one that they gave that represents Ginni Thomas is the Devil. This card for her represents service to the devil. She is in service to the orange one. She's in service to Trump. She's in service to the takeover of our democracy. She's all in. Also, this is the card of the narcissist, so I'm sure it applies. And all of this is for entertainment purposes only. I'll alleged the things I'm going to say, but this is what my guides are telling me. Above is the Five of Swords. This is Ginni Thomas being part of this attack on our democracy, being involved in this ongoing coup, including the coup attempt / insurrection on January 6th to turn over our electors and install their own. This is her giving rallies, leading the charge. And I believe this is something to do with her involvement in, I think it's Women for America First, which is one of the major groups that funded the rally on the 6th, and all the buses for the, not all the buses, but a lion's share of the buses for the protesters and the insurrectionists, etc., to come on in. Also, I think that might have paid for hotel rooms, accommodations, things like that. Very well organized. Recent past, this is the actual attempted coup on the 6th of January, and this is the fallout from it, and she is part of the fallout. This is Ginni Thomas still raising money for the takeover of our democracy, to push the big lie and to install Donald Trump as the sitting president forever and ever and ever. But this is her part in the raising of the funds, still actively. Near future, justice. This is the House Investigations Committee looking at her involvement, asking her questions, bringing her up on a subpoena. She's under scrutiny here. The overall card is the King of Wands. This is what is driving all of this, which is to return her king to the throne and to install him as her leader. So this represents Trump and the desire and the motivation to return Trump to the presidency. The clarification, not the clarification card, I always say that, but sorry, the outcome card. This is Ginni Thomas. It's an interesting interpretation. I asked my guides why this card, not the Ten of Swords, and they said this is the House Investigations Committee and the DOJ, the investigations on Ginni Thomas's involvement, letting us really see who she really is, what her part really was, and all this a burden that she carries. Is these wands are her actions, and how she was key in bringing the rioters, insurrectionists, traitors to DC. The planning of it. She was like a foundation of it. Major, major, major. That's what this card means. And this is going to be revealed. And if you look at the deer, they're like the American public representing them. And we get to see her stripped from the smoke or the obfuscation that is covering her involvement. All of it, and it's excruciatingly maddening details of what she did, of how she was so instrumental in what happened on the 6th and what is continuing to happen. These attacks on our states, these attacks on our people, misinformation with COVID, from psyops of the Russians, all of this stuff. But we get to see in reality what actually happened, the timeline, her texts, etc., etc., etc. So this is, and the money, of course. Follow the money. That's what they always say. I did ask my guides about Clarence Thomas because I know that people want me to ask. Is he going to recuse himself? Is he going to resign? What's going to happen with him because of being linked to her? And you have to believe, allegedly, that he's all in with what she's all in with. So that's untenable to think that a Supreme Court justice is wanting to overturn our democracy and is helping indirectly or behind the scenes with the structuring of how that's going to go and the money and all of that stuff. So my guide said that, and this is grain of salt time, please, that he possibly will resign sometime within this year, but not ostensibly because of Ginni Thomas or the investigations, but what he might say is, I want to spend more time with my family. I have health problems. I'm just going to fade into the background here. That's a high possibility for him, but he won't come out and admit his part or what he thinks about it, or that he was alongside Ginni Thomas, one of the major forces to help this go ahead, this attempt to overturn our democracy. He's not going to admit to that. And I'm not sure. I actually didn't ask, but whether the House Investigations Committee would investigate him, I somehow doubt it. But if he did get wind of that, even, but that might be another reason why he would just quietly want to disappear. Take a cushy job at a university or get a huge amount of money lecturing for the Federalist Society. He's got life after Supreme Court. But then, they did show me some health problems he actually does have that may be life-threatening. So there's that for him, potentially. So that is my reading on Ginni Thomas. I hope you enjoyed the introduction. It's pretty damning when you put those pictures together regarding her. It's pretty obvious, actually, what her involvement was. But of course, they're going to they have already probably investigated and found information. It's just when they're going to bring her up to question her, and whether she'll comply immediately with the subpoena, whether she'll need to be subpoenaed. Okay, so from that, we're going to go to our oracle reading from the Sacred Destiny pack or cards, I should say, Sacred Destiny cards by Denise Lynn. I love these oracle cards. They're just so beautiful. And this one is flexibility. The sacred landscape wants you to know the meaning of this card is rich and varied. It cautions you to be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend and yield. There are times to stand strong, but there are also times to go around a situation rather than face it head on. This card suggests having or being amenable to change. It also is a fantastic card for abundance and prosperity. And it suggests that if you are flexible, prosperity can and will come to you in ways that come in all directions. Additionally, it suggests a time of rapid growth ahead for you. Don't resist it. The time is right for the surge of spiritual growth to occur. Flexibility. Okay, you guys, that's my reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all, and I will be back with another reading next week. Thank you for your suggestions. I do look at them and consider them, and I ask my guides about them. And keep them coming. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and share my channel. That really helps me out. Take care. Take care. I love you guys. Bye-bye.